What's up, y'all? I'm excited for today's video because in today's video I'll be doing my first ever real ceramic coating. A couple of videos ago we ceramic coated the Duramax with this stuff, this Chemical Guys Hydro Slick, which claims to be a ceramic coating. I guess it probably is, but either way, I had a lot of you guys telling me that the real stuff, the real ceramic coating, is like 80 bucks and comes in a little tiny vial. So Amazon had a Black Friday sale on the Adams Graphene Ceramic Coating Kit, and we're going to be trying it out, and I'm very excited. This is going to kind of double as a review for this stuff, and this kit specifically, and also sort of like a walkthrough of my process, as this is the first time I've ever doing it. We may make a few mistakes. I'm going to showcase all the products I'll be using, a cost breakdown, and kind of give a perspective on just a regular guy doing this, not a professional detailer. And so hopefully, I don't know, hopefully people that are watching this are like me and just watch some YouTube videos and want to do it themselves and get an idea. Well, this is what I'm going to be doing with the tools I have. And I've been waiting to open this. It came in the mail a few days ago and I haven't touched it because I wanted you guys to see it with me. Comes in a nice packaging. Let's just bust it open and see what's in here. So, like I said, I think I paid $80 something for this. It's usually $120, I want to say. It comes with instructions. Congratulations on your purchase of Adams Graphene Ceramic Coating. You are just a few steps away from enjoying the convenience of a full graphene ceramic coated vehicle. Blah, blah, blah. That's a lot of instructions. We're going to keep these handy with us. Oh, and everything comes spilling out of the box. So, they weren't lying. This is a whole thing. All right, there's that. Here is the ceramic coating itself, which comes in a pretty little amount. You don't get very much. You get 60 milliliters. Graphene ceramic coating, multi-surface coating. All right. So there's that little bottle. It comes with this graphene boost, which I believe you put on sort of maybe, I don't know, a few days later once you put the coating on. Then it comes with, it comes with some surface prep, which is funny. I just use isopropyl alcohol IPA. I've been using IPA 4 ounces with 24 ounces of distilled water diluted for my panel prep, but you know, whatever, we'll use this stuff too. Why not? This is for when you're done polishing. And then past that, looks like we got some, these are nice, some suede applicator pads. This is what we'll be using to put that coating on, which is cool. And then, what else we got? Looks like it comes with little spray bottles. I don't know if these will go straight onto those, but that would be pretty funny. Yeah, it looks like they will. Then you get a single soft plush towel. That's going to be used for, probably this will be used to remove the surface prep. And then, it comes with 2 of them, so you get 2. You get this gray suede towel for something. 2 of these sprayers, and then you get the surface prep, obviously the ceramic coating, and you get a booster, which is cool. As well as instructions and a little nice set of gloves. So, I mean, for $80 something, it comes with everything you need to apply it, so that's a plus. I'm going to put all this stuff to the side right now because we kind of have a lot of work to do before we even get to this point. So let me take you guys in on where we're at with this car. This is what your graphene coating looks like. It looks like it's purple in there. Then you have your surface prep. And then this is the boost, which I need to look into more about what we need to do. I guess for 80 bucks, hey man. Anyways, let's get to the vehicle. This is my girlfriend's best friend's little tiny Beetle. I thought it would be a good vehicle to start because, as you can see, it's very dirty. Believe it or not, I washed this car like not very long ago. But they live off a dirt road and people blow by all the time. And so the car just gets filthy. You can see how dirty it is. So where we're going to start with this car is, I got everything already poured out, but basically, we're going to start with the wheels and tires and the fender walls. We're going to clean those first. We're going to probably foam cannon the whole thing with the strip wash I have. we're gonna just wash the whole thing off. Once we're done washing it, we'll do some iron remover. After the iron remover, we're gonna do a clay bar. After the clay bar, then we can get into polishing. When we're done polishing, then we'll be able to do our ceramic coating. This thing is caked in dirt, and the paint is pretty nice under it, but anyways, I'm sure it has some tar or something somewhere, you know, little spots here and there. You can see the paint if you look at it. I can see just looking, you see those swirls? We're gonna try to get those out. But firstly, we need to wash this thing before we even make it that far. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna start with the wheels and tires. They're pretty dirty. I wanted to take them off completely, but Volkswagen uses this silly little pattern for their lug nuts that I just don't have. So, since they're so dirty, I'm gonna rinse them off real quick. Then I'm gonna spray some of this. This is Meguiar's wheel and tire cleaner. Me personally, I use a lot of products, so I dilute my wheel and tire cleaner 1-to-1. Well, that's working in. I got this set up here. I'll be using to hit up these fender wells real quick. Like I was saying, I wanted to put this car on the lift and take the wheels and tires off and clean them real good, but man, I ain't got that little lug thing, so taking it as a sign, just do it on the floor. So that's what I'll be doing. I've been using this lately. Don't know if you're really supposed to, but I bought it for interior. It's a soft brush on a drill. I tell you what, it works real good on these wheels. Works pretty good. So I'll do one more light spray. That, and then I'll scrub this tire by hand. Now, if I wanted to, I could spray an iron remover on these wheels and tires, but they're pretty clean, so I don't think I'm gonna bother. We're just gonna move on and do the other 4, go from there. All right, well, I got all the wheels and tires clean, so I think we should let the tally begin with our pricing on all the stuff I bought. So I'll start with this. I spent 25 bucks on the drill brush set. I'm gonna put pictures, I'm gonna guess all the prices and then put the real prices, and we'll tally it up that way. But say 25 bucks on the drill set. I didn't buy this drill, but I know drills are like 80 bucks, so you can add those two numbers together. This is Meguiar's wheel and tire cleaner. I bought a gallon of it, which is like $50. I'm not gonna count the gallon bucket. I don't even know where this came from. I stole this from somebody. I've had this for years. It's probably $6 for this brush. This worked really good too. And then a wash mitt's probably 8 bucks. Brush set was probably $12. So there you go, just for your wheels and tires alone, you're probably already at 200 something bucks. I just bought this pressure washer handle. I'm not even gonna include the price of the pressure washer, but this handle I think was like $25 I spent on it. But anyways, now we're ready for the foam cannon. I'm just gonna do a foam cannon. I bought this really expensive strip wash, so let me show you guys. So I dropped a lot of money. I probably think I spent $40 on this CarPro D-Scale, which is specifically designed as an acidic car shampoo, hard water, tough dirt, removes minerals, waxes, sealants, and oils. This is gonna strip off everything. Spent $40 on this stuff. Now, I believe this should go a long way. I got the bigger bottle and you dilute it. I diluted it into this foam cannon 1 to 10, and I diluted it 1 to 100, or just I did a drop in this wash bucket. So I'm gonna foam cannon the whole car, which by the way, this foam cannon came with that short handle, I wanna say, or no it didn't. I think I spent $20 or something on this foam cannon that included some other tips and stuff. Or maybe it was all together, I don't know, we'll see, either way. So we're gonna foam cannon it, then we're gonna wash it all down, then we're gonna hit it with the iron remover, which again I bought in a gallon form. I just put it in the smaller one, and this cost me like 50 or 60 bucks, I believe. Iron remover is expensive. When you're done, you use the iron remover and some bug and tar remover to do a full kind of like chemical decontamination before you clay bar, and that will set you up for your next step, which will be clay barring. And clay bars aren't really cheap either. The clay bar, I bought a pack of 3 on Amazon, and this was out of some clay bar set I bought, so I'll put a price up for something there. I happen to notice that this car has this sticker here that's kind of ugly. I offered to take it off for her. She doesn't even know why it's on here. Maybe like an auction sticker or something. I got some goo off I'm going to use. We'll see how that works. But the goo off doesn't really work that great like when the sticker's still peeled on there. You almost have to kind of already start working the sticker off before the goo off really works all that great. Yeah. Yep, that sticker's stuck on there pretty good. I'm almost half tempted to see if this stuff will just maybe, who knows? Maybe it'll just spray off with the pressure washer. Dang, that worked a lot better than I thought. Let's see here. That worked pretty great. I'm happy with that. All right, this foam cannon should already be set up to how the way I like it. Let's see what it does. Well, let's get to it. I don't want to waste any time. This stuff you're not really supposed to let dry. So I'm gonna take, I think I got a good detailing brush here that I'm gonna use. Where's she at? I know I got a good one. I'm gonna start with doing all the little finite spaces and then go straight to the wash mitt, because that's how I'm feeling. So this stuff just smells acidic, man. Hopefully it does a good job. This is like a professional detailing product. You can't get this at like a box store. So there's that. I used to go to Walmart for all my detailing stuff. I still do for rags and things like that. But I'm trying to use more professional products and spend a little bit of extra money for what hopefully ends up being a better product. That's what you gotta hope for, right? So I'm gonna get all these little crevices that I can while I'm here before I run up with my wash mitt. Okay, well, I must say, just off the rip, you guys saw I haven't even touched the paint, and I'm pretty impressed because I just saw so much stuff come flying off the paint when I just pressure washed it with that D-scale. That D-scale stuff, that may be it. That may be the best takeaway, because I've never seen so many contaminants actually come off after just a shampoo. Usually the shampoo, you still see all that yellow and all those tar and all that stuff, but that, I can't lie, I'm pretty impressed. I just saw so much stuff come flying off. I'm gonna foam it one more time, do a hand rinse, rinse it off, and then we'll be ready for the iron remover. All right, there's that. Car's washed off. While it's still wet, I'm gonna go ahead and start spraying this iron remover. Not sure how much iron's really on this car. We're gonna find out. So, just gonna start spraying general areas. Let that sit for a minute, move it with a microfiber, wash it off. So basically with the iron remover, it's just another chemical contaminant remover. I spray it, I dilute mine so I can spray it a little bit more liberally, let it sit on for a minute, then I'm going to lightly pass over the area with the microfiber just to agitate it a little bit more than it already is. We're just going to let it sit. You don't want to let it dry, but you let it sit. Should start turning purple. We'll see what it does. Like I said, I'm not sure how much iron this car is going to have on it, or the fact that it's black. I'm not even sure if the iron remover is going to show itself, but we'll see. Just a worthwhile step. I don't want any type of hard anything when I'm ready to polish, and you know, we want as smooth of a surface as possible because I don't want to scratch this paint up. All right, I'm gonna pull the car up in a dry spot and a shade spot we got over here to help us out a little bit. Nice. Well, either the window wasn't up all the way or this thing doesn't seal properly, because we got some water in the cab. Oh, hello, Rocky. All right, so I pulled the car up in a shade spot where I don't got to worry about any sun beaming on this thing. It's already looking a lot better. Paint's basically decontaminated, but all we need to do now is a clay bar, which I already made my dilution of a solvent I'm going to use, which is a little bit of car detailer that I have, and just some distilled water. And I'm going to use that to lubricate my clay bar, and we're going to clay bar the whole thing. And then we'll be ready to polish. I think I'm going to take a little break and eat a sandwich, and then I'll come back out here and start clay barring. So I'm going to time lapse it, but I'll just give you a quick demonstration of what I'm doing here in real time, which is pretty simple. So basically all I'm going to be doing is I've got some Meguiar's Quick Detailer, probably like a 1:10 ratio with some distilled water, and I got my clay bar here that I don't want to drop. And I'm basically just going to be spraying the clay bar and spraying the surface that I'll be clay barring down, and just swiping my way along. There's a bajillion videos on how to clay bar. I'm sure you guys know. It's pretty simple, honestly. All you're really doing is just lightly swiping this clay bar across your paint or glass or whatever surface, and you kind of just go at it until you feel the surface become nice and smooth, and then that way you know that there's not really many contaminants on there anymore, and you'll know because the paint will be nice and smooth, and you'll see the dirt come up on that clay bar. So I went, and while I was eating, I was watching a couple videos on how to properly do the ceramic coating, and what I learned is that graphene booster we won't be using because that's for later down the line. A few months later or whatever is when you're good to use that. I guess it's just to maintain that ceramic coating. So that's one less thing that we have to worry about for the day. Now, they're kind of scaring me a little bit with the flashing process, which is I think what scares most people, is if you leave the stuff on too long, or you end up with these high spots, and there's ways to get rid of them, but we're going to see if we just work in real small areas. Hopefully we won't have to deal with any of that in general, because if I can avoid any high spots or messing any paint up, I would really enjoy to do it like that. I don't want to have to try to go and buy more product to correct the job. We'll even start in an area that's maybe not as noticeable, and we'll start in a real small area the first time we let it flash. That way we'll get a really good idea of the flash time. It's pretty cool right now in Florida. It's probably the coolest it's going to be all year. So we should have a little bit more time to work with the flashing. But as soon as I see it start to flash, I'm probably going to wipe it off. This is a black car, so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for us to identify when it starts flashing. They say it's easier to see on a black car because it'll look like an oil slick at first, and then as it cures is when it will start to, let's see here, you can see that, all that dirt coming up on that clay bar. You just want to knead it. Anyways, so as the ceramic coating cures, that oil slick is supposed to kind of go away. And from the comments I was reading, they were saying that, well, they said to not let it cure for very long, and that they had a lot of high spots when they let it sit and cure. So we're going to be kind of premature with it, because like I said, I'm scared of high spots, and I'm kind of scared of what goes into fixing those, and I don't have the products with me right now to fix those. So that's where we're at. All right, y'all. So here's where we're at. I clay barred the whole car, and I wiped it down with a microfiber. I used about 4 microfibers. Went ahead, wiped all the paint down, wiped some of the glass down. I know the glass is going to get dirty again, but this is what we're looking like right now. And even though it looks pretty clean from afar, right? I mean, it looks, you know, it looks nice, whatever. I didn't realize how bad this paint really is, because if we get closer and you really start looking in the light, you see all that? Heavy swirls and scratches, and it is bad. And it's across the whole entire car. I mean, the whole entire car. Severely scratched up. Worse than I really thought it was going to be. Even right here, look how bad the headlights are scratched up. I don't know what they were doing with this car. It's a 2017. It's really not that old a paint. But by God, the whole thing is scratched and swirled up. It looks like Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night, this vehicle. But it's all right. That's why we're going to polish it, and I'm sure it's going to look a whole lot better than what it does right now. But man, even just look at right here. This is the worst. This ducktail. Look at how scratched up it is, especially right there. Bad, man. Really bad. The whole entire car is just scratched to oblivion. Oh, there you go. Now you can see it better with that zoom. So yeah, man, it'd be a miracle, especially this right here. It'd be a miracle if this stuff comes out good. It all seems like light scratches and swirls though, so I got pretty good confidence that we're gonna be able to get hopefully a majority of these light scratches and swirls out. Probably go one more time with my microfiber once we get everything busted out. I'm really debating on polishing these headlights because golly, dude. Look how scratched up they are, man. Anywho, yeah, so that's where we're at. We're going to bust out the polisher. I'm going to show you guys what compound I'll be using today, and we'll be going from there. All right, guys, so I decided to go with, this is a medium foam pad. Just got it off Amazon. It's a 6-inch backing plate is what I'll be using. I think this is a 6.5-inch pad with a 6-inch backing plate. And basically, I'm going to be doing a medium cut, and the compound and polish I'm going to use today is this Koshimi Kemi P601 one cut and finish. I've never used this before. I'm going to try it. It's a high gloss polish with sealant. This should be a 2-in-1. I should only have to do this one time instead of a compound and a polish. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to do a less is more approach, and I'll also be using some Chemical Guys polishing pad conditioner, as well, just to try to keep my pad nice and lubricated. And I'm going to start with the hood, do half. We'll check how that stuff goes together. I'm going to use this stuff kind of conservatively. Go one. Oh, you know what, matter of fact, let me shake this up. It's kind of been sitting in where I keep all my products for a minute, just because I bought this kind of honestly a while ago and never ended up using it. But today's the day that I get my money's worth out of it, because I know I spent good money on this stuff. It's the big bottle, so stuff ain't cheap. We're going 1, 2, 3. 3 dots. So I'm going to start on this left side. This is just some cheap DA sander that we had laying around. Blot it up a little bit.
You're crazy. Every night I lay awake, I ask myself the same damn question. I really wanna dig into the issue. My life's one big ass grave depression. If you got a band-aid and a tissue, but it was only for attention.
It definitely got most of the major swirls out, but we still do have some swirls. This is what we're left with. It's not as bad, say over here where we're starting at. You see that? That's the swirls on the undone side. Then this is over here. Pretty substantial difference for only a few seconds of polishing. But I think we'll experiment real quick. We'll get a little bit heavier pad, try again one more time, just to see where we're at. Our yellow pad is the heavier cut pad. We'll do 1, 2, 3 on the spray. 1, 2, 3. You come right here and you look with our light. You see those swirls? This is the area I haven't touched. Now we come here, practically all gone. I think that's a really, really good job that it did. Is it perfect? No. But is it better than that? Yes. Looks great. Excited to do the rest. Hood came out pretty dang good. We're just going to continue on. Just wanted to show you guys. Over here. What I'm gonna do, like this. Surface is pretty much already clean, but just to double check, what I'll do, wow, this is a nice towel. I don't have a microfiber nearly this nice. Holy smokes. This thing feels really, really nice. Okay, so I got this surface prep. Let's just start from this corner right here. Wipe her down. This is a big ass towel. I'll wear their silly little gloves, why not? Get my money's worth. Wow, these are really thin latex gloves. Imagine I'm allergic and I find out right now. I'll give myself a stroke. Stuff smells strong. So, we're just gonna go ahead and get it cracking. I'm gonna start in a little area right here where I can see it pretty easy. Couple squirts. So past this point, I didn't realize my microphone was off, but either way, I just went ahead and applied our ceramic coating. It's really easy to apply. You just take their little square applicator pad, do a few drops, do a crosshatch pattern, let it sit. It'll look like an oil slick. When it flashes, the oil slick will start to go away and you just wipe it off. I pretty much just used the gray towel first to get a majority of it off, and then I followed up with the white microfiber that they include, and it did a really good job. It applies easy, it moves easy, it flashes, it flashed pretty slowly because it was pretty cold out, and it wipes off really easy. And maybe I got lucky, but I had no high spots that I could really tell, and I try to be conservative and wipe a little early if anything, but overall it went really good. Took me probably, I don't know, say between an hour and 2 hours to fully coat the entire car. And yeah, it went good. When I tell y'all that I did not know what I was getting myself into tonight, I just could not, I did not have the effort to record all that. She's done. It's polished. I've ceramic coated the whole thing. Panel by panel. Did as good of a job. I did all the windows. I did everything. This right here, this is as good as it's gonna get. Tomorrow, I'm basically just gonna do a little tiny bit of interior work. And man, once a day or whatever's gone by and I can pour some water on it, we'll see how good it is. But for right now, I'm done. Car looks great though. Car looks really good. All the windows done. I'm sure it's gonna be great. And for some reason now, it's very apparent that the car is blue. Earlier today, it looked very black, and now, to me, it's blue. So I don't know what's up with that. Probably just the lighting. I'm sure it's going to look really, really good during the day in the good lighting, because this lighting out here makes stuff look bad. Anyways, I will catch y'all tomorrow morning. Goodbye. Well, it's the day later, and here it is. I'm not going to lie. It came out fire. I'm really impressed. I mean, that paint looks so good. Like, so good. That polish worked really, really good. It hasn't been a whole day, so I don't want to pour water on it for the beading just because it's supposed to be a day before you let it touch water. But dang, man. Look how good that came out. It's crazy. Like perfection. Like a mirror finish. This car looks crazy. I'm super, super, super happy. I got no complaints. Anyways, I'm gonna bring this thing back to its home, and that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I would show you all some water beading, but I'm kind of can't just because it has to cure. And I don't know, we'll see. If I have the chance before I upload this video, I'll take a video of it, see how the water beading does. But I'm super, super happy. super, super happy. The headlights came out great. I mean, the whole car came out really, really good. So overall, I'm happy. We got the ceramic done. It really wasn't too bad. I don't see any like high spots or anything. This thing's already has dust on it. But overall, look at that. You see how clear? It's just crazy, you know? So I'll have to give you guys an update in a future video or something of how the ceramic holds up. But even the glass and everything is super mirror clean. So I think that's probably gonna do it for this video, guys. But you know, I'll leave a tally of how much money everything I've used is right here, right now. Probably, if I had to guess, 700 bucks worth of stuff I have. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching this. First time I ever ceramic coated a car, and I gotta say, it really wasn't as bad as I thought. I was kind of scared, but I think we're good, man. So stay tuned. I'm at the Napa right now because I gotta pick up some parts for my truck. We may have a leaking transmission pan, so kind of needed to borrow the car anyways. But either way, yeah, shout out to Adams. You guys make a pretty good product. If there's any other detail and stuff you guys want to see or watch me review, let me know. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it, guys. So I'll holler at y'all later. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you like. Thank you for subscribing and watching. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. Peace. So a couple days later, I had to sneak this in. Oh shit. That shit beat it right fucking off. God damn. Yeah, man. Looks good. I'm happy.